Yo, Mazibs 263 here. Look, if the camera does a bit of like focus work, like it looks like it's focusing whilst I'm talking, please forgive me. I'm working with the new contraption. So we all know the concept of being blessed. If you're a child of God, you get down on your knees and you pray for prosperity, health, happiness, peace, and if it happens, then you're exalting God's grace. But being blessed in the popular culture is more ice cold. Being blessed means you're attached to a sugar daddy or sugar mommy who effectively funds your lifestyle, whether it's afternoons at Nando's, learning how to use a fork and knife, or at Queen of Hearts, or paying your school fees, or the weave, or the gums, or the nice crepes, the car rides from point A to point B. Money, the blesser covers that. And that kind of relationship, if you want to call it that, has a stigma attached to it. For some people, it's a form of prostitution, selling your love for money. And the critique is that women who are more likely to be blessed are taking the easy route to the soft life by hijacking a man's hard work. It's lazy to be blessed, apparently. So it could be a form of envy because a lot of the critique comes from your age mates who are jealous of the lifestyle that you're being blessed with, or would want to date you but have no money, or those who are hoping that the girl's purple patch ends soon so that she can come running back to the guys who she rejected in the past. But look, this is a cruel world, and there's a lot of exploitation and manipulation in the blessing game. It's a lot of tit for tat. Sure, there are things such as gold diggers, but we also can't ignore the context that is Zimbabwe. There's a backstory to several things, okay? There's economic difficulties where people just have low disposable incomes unless you work a really good job or a master farmer or a livestock breeder, forex trader, entrepreneur, or chief WhatsApp clothes catalog salesperson. For girls also, there's the patriarchy or the concept of it. There's a Twitter page called Astari, like an auntie advice column that you usually see on the newspaper. And a couple of weeks ago, I saw this post about a girl who couldn't manage her aspirations because the requirements and responsibilities that her parents were putting up to her in terms of chores, they were just too much. She was becoming a chore machine or a maid because the parents said it's important experience for her for when she will be married eventually. But the culture of grooming a woman for marriage is bullshit because there's only so many men out there and there's even less rich men. So girls need to be empowered to be self-reliant. You need to educate them, and that entire process does start with denouncing the culture of blessing. It starts with changing what expectations we have of our daughters inside the house. And that's my interpretation of what this song, Kumba Kune Vanhu, means. It's by Holly 10, an upcoming rapper. So let's listen to it.
Anotubvawo kumba kune vanhu anotubvawo kumba kune vanhu kuti hecho chimandara chedu asachangobva kutemwa nesandu isu tinoona togara totanga kumangara zvedu.
Okay, so this is the chorus. It's directed to the listener who's of course part of the public and has perceptions of this girl called Joylene, who is the subject, right? Joylene is a normal girl who comes from a family who is proud of her image. Chimandara means lady, so as the lady of the house, they look up to the lady she portrays herself to be. It's safe to assume that the family approve of her lady likeness, despite of her being blessed by somebody. Or maybe they don't know that she is being blessed by somebody, but the fruits of her blessedship are evident, okay? She maintains the house, and herself, and the fam are forever grateful of that. But there is a turbulence between every smile, just generally in society. Some turbulences cause plane crashes, some just make other passengers fall sick, some just need you to do an emergency landing, and some you can just keep on going as if nothing happened. Joylene's turbulence is that she faces abuse from her blesser, and it's an abuse that leaves visible marks. And people that know Joylene do nothing useful to help out the situation. Hey man, did you hear about Joylene? Yeah, I did, man. Dude, I heard the black eye. She's got like a nasty black eye, isn't it? I saw it. It's quite bad, isn't it? Do you think her guy did that to her or something? What? Yep. That's not her guy. That's the blesser. It's just a blesser. For real? Damn. A blesser. Yeah. That's crazy. Yo. Damn. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know how it is. Yeah. Anyway, did you hear about Mumbai?
I was a gents asimoswa kufamba nebenz asimoswa kubhama regate achinyanya kunakwa nejesu anyanya kunakwa nejesu.
So, what society? What are they supposed to do when they see their ladies being swooned away by men with a Mercedes Benz? I mean, like, having money and driving the best car and living the best life is not a sin. And a genuine man might find a lady in the rough and show her love as well as a different lifestyle. Holy Ten doesn't dispute that, but it's our responsibility to make sure that she is not only smitten by gestures. You know, like it doesn't become like self-destructive.
And
This is the thing about Holy Ten's music. Whew, fire. It's a bit complex to understand. So in this song, you might think it's about prostitution, but I generally think it's a song about blessers. Because it makes complete sense to think that Holy Ten is writing a backstory for us to emphasize with a prostitute's life choices. But I don't think that's the case because one, Zimbabwe is not that liberal for a place to be empathizing with prostitution, and sure there is a lot of it here, but no one is proudly standing in the prostitute's corner. And two, Kunakironic gesture is about somebody who has been pulled in with the gesture of a lavish or like chocolates or flowers and stuff, and a prostitute doesn't distinguish between, you know, lavish gestures and, you know, they only care about the money and takes it accordingly. So Holy Ten is talking about the gullibility of a woman who's been showered with sweet nothings, you know? Sweet nothings of gestures. And that doesn't mean the song can't double up to be a song that talks about the moral conundrum of being a prostitute. Watch this video interview of a lady of the night and hear her frank, explicit description of the job and why she does it. Maybe you might see the song a bit differently as well.
Patiri achati nemface achati kavira panzi asi pachapera manzi chamugadzika pasi.
There is an element of that boy anger here, and damn, it's comical. He's mad because she has a blesser and doesn't go for the regular schmoes. I mean, maybe it's a bit of tough love to say that, you know, when it all falls down, we are gonna sit you down. But it sounds like they're already planning for vengeance on the girl that doesn't want them right now. Also, what does Holy Ten expect a girl who is a blesser to say? I mean, hi girl, I'm really digging your vibe. Can I have your number? I really want to kick it with you. Sorry. I'm actually being blessed by this guy who lives in Borodale. He has a Mercedes Benz, drives me to Mukovisi every weekend, pays me and my brother's school fees, buys me nice clothes and an iPhone. I mean, you're cute and funny and all, but I kinda don't wanna mess up my chances with him, you know? He might be the one to get me out of this purgatory that is the cul-de-sac of life. And I'm tired of chasing jawbreakers with the Ed boys. I just hope you understand that it's not you, it's me. No offense. Wow, I didn't ask for that, but... Wait, are you serious? Getting vexed? You don't want me? You think that's gonna last, girl? Seriously? You fool! You fool, Sarah! You fool! Curses be upon you! Curses be upon you!
She what you telling me koini antichero ndikashamane namo vachazongoti muroindini takamboramba zvavakatenga takambosasana samatenga takafamba nawo machecha takazotambura takatemba zveumandara zvakarema ndiri kuparara ndakatenza midzimu yababa yakaneta ndiri kutsvamana pana mhepa ndiri kutsvamana pana mhepa chizizivai.
This Zim life is not one where you can just start off this easy way and just make it, you know? People gradually move to pragmatic modes of survival. And maybe I'll learn soon enough and stop making YouTube videos. Yes, it's probably best off to be the lady of the house who refuses advances by earthly creatures and works hard and believes in the Lord, attends the church religiously, prays and breathes as much as she eats. You know, that route is ethically soundproof, but... What? You think like a Zimbabwean girl, you think she hasn't gone that route before? That route was probably taken and run with like a marathon. And yet, there she still is trying to break the mold. And you know, the problem with people pleasing and setting yourself on fire so that you can warm warm family members and their standards is that one of your uncles or brothers or whoever will just say, oh yeah, I'm still cold, or I want more fire. And it's sort of damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. The spirit of her father is tired of from protecting her from nebulous spirits, and it needs rest. The role of spirituality is lost upon her, and coupled with the fact that, when she lays her problems to bear, the team of the society is not because awani chinochengetedza mhuri. This song, I think this song is for that team to understand kuti maybe zvinhu zvacho are just straightforward. You might want her to see life in pink, but you are missing the shades of grey. Bars. I love Holy 10, and I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 5. The guy is generally great at speaking at the camera and literally talking. He doesn't rap, he feels like he talks about what challenges are there for the different slices in society. Listen to Ndaremerwa and Amai. Here he talks about the problems of the youth in general and how young boys get drawn to Bronclear. Here in Kumba Kune Vanhu, I really like that he goes with the chorus, which is different from those other two songs. Those are two songs he doesn't have a chorus. And that it links the two verses together and the different dynamics or the dimensions to the topic. It shows us that his songwriting is improving over time, and people are noticing because his views are going up gradually. But one thing about this song that is probably off is that the verses are too short, and that doesn't give us enough substance to understand the topic more clearly. Maybe that's the reason why I'm confused as to, is it an anti-blesser song? Is it an anti-prostitution song? Is it a society, let's save a girl song? I mean, it's a 3-minute song, yes, and it takes a minute to get to the first verse, which is 5 bars long. And the choruses, I counted, last up to 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so. So, I don't know. The song might have, even worked with a feature from a lady, like a female rapper, like Awa Kiwe. Something to experiment with the tones and the delivery, because this is a topic that maybe Holy 10 might not be fully well vested in. But, anyway, that's my opinion. And remember, if you don't like it...
In conclusion, this is my opinion, and I am agree with myself, and if you are not, I really don't care, by the way. That's it. With your peace or star.